This is a Huddle Sports Network broadcast. You can find us on Roku TV, Amazon Fire Stick TV, Facebook, and YouTube. Get all your sports news here first. The daily podcasts are...
All right, and welcome to another edition of the College Football Show every Saturday morning here at 10 a.m. on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, X, and the Kick Network, and also on Huddle Sports Network as well. And all right, we got Championship Saturday coming up today. All the conference championship games, we're going to run all that down as well. Coaching carousel continues in college football. Did Penn State get the right guy? We're going to talk about that. LSU and Lane Kiffin, and there's just a bunch of coaching carousel jobs people going everywhere and all over the place. It's actually kind of hard to keep up with, but we're gonna talk at least about the Penn State situation today as well. Also, don't forget tomorrow, noon to 3, we'll be on with a live stream for the College Football Bowl Show, which will be the show that'll be on. We're going to talk about all the bowl games, who's going where and what's happening as well. Hawaii has already been put into a bowl game, and so has South Florida. They've already been put into a bowl game. South Florida will be going in with an interim coach. Golish has left. He's going to move on to the job. I believe he got the job at Auburn. He turned down the job at Arkansas, but we'll talk about all that coming up. But first, we got to take care of some business here, and the business is of our studio sponsor, Mata Heating and Air Conditioning, 724-2010-500. Mata Heating and Air Conditioning, our studio sponsor, and we're here at Studio 10 in Berlin, Maryland, just outside of Ocean City, Maryland. 724-2010-500. Mata Heating and Air Conditioning, and Mike Dotson Realty, Ocean City, Maryland, 410-596-1681. Mike Dotson Realty. All right, we're going to get started with the Penn State situation, and that is brought to you today in part by, let me see here, where can we go with today? Here we are. All right, let's go with Big Jim's Bikes. All right, BigJim'sBikes.com, 410-289-1203. Listen, Big Jim's Bikes, it has 3 locations in Ocean City, Maryland, right on the boardwalk. Give them a call, 410-289-1203 at BigJimsBikes.com. Please reserve your bike, or if you're handicapped as I am in a motorized scooter, you might want to book it right away, because you might not get one if you go there. That's how busy Big Jim can get. So if you want a scooter, or you want to get a bike, or you want to get one of those motorized kick-and-go scooters, or a kick-and-go scooter, you need to get a hold of Big Jim, BigJimsBikes.com. Reserve your bike for next year in Ocean City, Maryland, 410-289-1203. He is the sponsor for this segment coming up. All right, let's get started here with our introductions. First, we'll start with Brian Pettit. Brian, welcome. Good morning, and it's great to have you, as always, on the show. And tell everybody about yourself, and we're going to get started here.
Yeah, my name is Brian Pettit. I do all kinds of other sports talks and everything. You can find me on Tiger Stripes Media or X or whatever. Also, I just did a new email. So if you got any questions, just like Pinsman will say, mine will be Brian Pettit on the radio at outlook.com. So that's my new email address for any conversations or emails that anybody want to send me, things about sports or anything. So that's my email address. So that's something new.
All right, great. Thank you, Brian. It's great to always have something new. Also, I want to let you know the 3 of us are all, currently Pensman and Brian are involved. I will be involved soon with the Sports Nuts Network. All my sports programming will be on their network coming up shortly, probably within the next week or so. There it is right there. They're on every Tuesday and Friday. They have 7:30 p.m. start time with Brandon Keeler and Pensman. Brian make contributions here and there. So just to let you know. All right, Carlos says hello. Hi, Carlos. Welcome to the program. We got some other guys, some other folks here as well, I believe. Let me see here. Carlos seems to have got a lot here. Football.
Just be careful how Yeah,
Go ahead.
Ralph, just like you know, be careful what you post. He's putting a lot of swear words in. Just be careful.
Yeah, I see it. I see it. There we go. I got these new glasses here, so I
Okay.
see.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just
I see it right
If,
there.
yeah. All right. If you could skip, if you could skip over it, that's fine.
Yeah. If you notice, I got new glasses, so I just got them yesterday. So.
We're not on the sports nuts, but I'm just saying. I don't.
No, not today. But I mean, you guys are contributors to the program. That's what I wanted to send out.
I just don't want you. Yeah.
No, we're not on the Sports Nuts Network today. But what I'm telling you is that Pensman and Brian are contributors. They come on the show. They talk about different things. Pensman covers hockey. And Pensman, good morning. Welcome to the program. Tell everybody about yourself here. And we got a lot of viewers this morning, it looks like here.
Brandon Newell's talking about. He's tuning in. He said, please refrain to all using language.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, that's not going to happen. So. Go ahead, Pensman.
What am I doing?
Introduce yourself. What's your
all right.
You're in the talk show.
Dude, why do you have to, Brandon? If you can get rid of him, can you? Somebody get rid of him. But I'm Pensman Sports. I'm on YouTube. You can find me on all social media platforms. Just follow me. So that's how you can find me. I'm on the Sports Nuts like that. I go on their program on their program and stream on them and help them subscribe to their channel as well. If they haven't reached 3,100 yet, the person hasn't contacted me, so I don't know how if their subscriber count went up to 3,100, but I knew the last time we were talking, he was trying to get to 3,100. So please help them get to 3,100. I'm trying to get to 1,200. Let's make it happen. So it's only a few more weeks left in the year. We can do it.
Absolutely. I got the 400 on my Twitter account, and I want to thank everyone for that as well. And it has stayed stable at 400, which is great. It was at 403 and a few other things as well. I want to thank Brandon Keeler for tuning in from the Sports Nuts Network. Here's Brandon right here. It says, or Elite, thank you very much, Brandon. I appreciate that, as well as the rest of us. Okay, let's get rolling here. Guys, Penn State football. They hired Matt Campbell, former head coach of the Iowa State Cyclones. Penn State really, in some perspective here, guys, and I think everybody out here will agree with me, had no choice in the matter. They tried to find every elite coach they could find. Either they didn't want the job, or the university they were working with, like Kurt Signetti, signed a big contract with the Indiana Hoosiers and several other coaches that they try to pursue. I really wish, and I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I really wish they would have gave Terry Smith this job. Terry Smith carried this team. They are going to be in a bowl game. Which one? No one knows yet. But anyway, he carried them to a bowl game. They had some close games that they lost by 1 or 2 points this year. Terry Smith got the locker room back that James Franklin lost. But the good news is Terry Smith will still be with Penn State. He is going to be their master recruiter, and he's also going to work under Matt Campbell on the sidelines still as an associate head coach. Start with you, Brian. What are your thoughts on this Penn State hiring of Matt Campbell?
I mean, it might have been a good pickup. But you know how Penn State has always been messing up something. This is the tornadoes coming to them. I mean, this could be absolutely a dumpster fire. How they've actually picked. I mean, they've waited this long. I mean, you could have got some good coaches now that have gone to other teams. I mean, I think this is going to be a whirlwind. I mean, you got a coach that they wanted, and then they went to pick somebody else. So this is going to cause a melee, a mess. And look at all the recruits too that are leaving too. I mean, do they want to stick around? Probably not. But
no.
It's going to be one of those back to Penn State where it was before James Franklin was. It's going to be in the dumpster fire for a while before they get it all settled out. Because when you got two people that don't want each other, it's kind of going to mess everything up. That's how I look at it.
Well, Brian and Pensman, let me say this. I read a couple reports this week from a couple prominent people, and I tried to get a guy on today this morning. It was kind of last minute because no one knew what was going on with Penn State until yesterday. And I was unable to get a couple people on. I wanted to get a guy on that talks LSU sports, but he didn't return my calls. And then I tried to get this other guy on, and I want to thank Brandon Keeler for referring me to him as well. He covers Penn State, but he was unable to come on as well. I didn't hear back from him. So anyway, there's a rumor going around now that as soon as Matt Campbell, I was told at the end of the season that Kraft, the athletic director there, may be asked to leave or be let go for not pursuing this coaching search a little more aggressiveness, that they probably should have. And it boiled down to where they were going to two Division III colleges if they didn't hire Matt Campbell to try to find their coach. So, they were trying to catch lightning in a bottle because don't forget as well, Penn State hired Joe Paterno. Joe Paterno had no idea how to coach. He was a teacher. He had no idea how to coach. But look at what he did to the program. So they were trying to find that same lightning in a bottle. And I don't think they were able to do that. And we'll see what Matt Campbell does. He did a really good job of bringing back Iowa State Cyclones program after Childs, I believe his name was there. He used to be the former defensive coordinator for the Pitt Panthers. He was there. He ran the program kind of into the ground a little bit. And all right, Pensman, go ahead. Your thoughts, Penn State and hiring a Matt Campbell and rehiring Terry Smith.
Well, Brandon said 7-9 win season's not bad. I thought he was going to say 9-7 season's not bad.
No, not at all.
So no, but here's the schedule for the Penn State Nittany Kitties. It's Marshall, Temple, Buffalo, Maryland, Michigan, Northwestern, Minnesota, Purdue, Rutgers, USC, Wisconsin, and Washington. That's their season next year.
Well, you know what? If they win these games, Pensman, if you look at that schedule, that's a soft schedule. Marshall stinks. Who else are they playing? Go ahead with the schedule again, Pensman. I know Rutgers, they've been stinking. Even with Greg Schiano returning, they've been stinking. They're in the wrong conference. They need to be in the American Athletic Conference, not in the Big Ten.
Yeah, that's
they stink, Rutgers. They're terrible. Greg Schiano's team's lucky to make 6 and 5 every year, and they need to be in the American Athletic Conference, like with the Memphises of the world and a few of the other ones. You know what I mean? And that's where they need to be. Temple and all that. They need to be in, or the MAC conference or something. They don't need to be in the Big Ten. They just don't fit, So what was that other schedule? Buffalo. Buffalo hasn't been a good football team in a long time.
Buffalo's in there.
Maryland stinks. The Purdue had a 2-9 record this year. So, Northwestern, here and there, So Colorado State, guys, let's get started here. Colorado State hired Jim Moore Jr.
Yeah, Marshall, Temple, Buffalo, Maryland.
Temple's,
Maryland, Michigan, Temple, or Northwestern, Minnesota, Purdue, Rutgers, USC, Wisconsin, and Washington.
Well, if Wisconsin has the year they had this year, Penn State should win that game. And you know what I mean? So it looks like their schedule isn't too bad for next year for Matt Campbell's first season.
Sportsnet says Temple coach is my cousin, but I think Terry Smith is a good.
Yeah, I agree with Sportsnuts on this one. Light schedule, absolutely.
Yeah, that was a light
schedule.
Well, if Matt Campbell's like Dan Campbell, then the league, the NCAA football is going to have problems.
Oh, great! That's great to hear, Brandon. It is.
So that's my put in. If
Temple started being good. Temple started being good when El Golden took over. And then you had Fran Brown. He was there, the Syracuse coach. And they had a bunch of guys that have been there that have really done well at Temple as a stepping stone to like moving up into other teams, things like that. All right, let's move on here. Jim Moore Jr. Has left UConn. Yeah, that's his dad. Yeah, has left. All right, Casey Keeler. All right, there we go. Great. Thank you, Brandon, for that. All right. Jim Moore Jr. has left UConn and has moved on to Colorado State. Colorado State once had a good program years ago. They haven't done real well this year. Your thoughts, Brian? Go ahead. Colorado State picking up Jim Moore Jr. from UConn. He's turned that program around after the second term of Randy Edsall ran it into the ground. And
Randy Edsall did run that one
ground too.
Yeah,
so,
Randy Edsall ran that one into the ground.
The second time around.
Second. No, I think it's a great hire. I think Colorado in a couple of years will make a big. I think in 2 years, once he gets his players in there that he wants and the coaching staff, I think Colorado State will be one of the kind of it won't be the upper tiers, but it would be the middle. He'll bring in the tier up a little bit. I think it'll be mid-tier, and then a couple after that, then it's going to keep rising as long as he can stay there. But, I mean, but that's what it's going to do.
All right. I want to thank gentleman has a sports show on Wednesday nights in Pittsburgh. His name's Jim Allen Bogan. I want to thank him. He was on this morning with me on my radio show this morning on 1250 AM, The Answer 92.5 on the FM dial, Ralph Williams show. He was on this morning. He does a podcast on Wednesdays at 7 o'clock. He talks about sports. It's going to be called, he's going to call it off the top of my head, I can't remember the name of the show, but it's a sports talk show with Jim Allen Bogan. Check it out. He comes on. He's a political guy. I had him on this morning on the show just to let everyone know that as well. So I want to thank Jim Allen Bogan for posting my post about my Facebook page. For some strange reason, it says here that we're live on my Facebook page, but I don't seem to see it on here. And I can't get anybody who is commenting on Facebook right now because I'm having issues with my page. I don't know why.
Brandon, you're wanted.
Yeah, so, but anyway, see, I don't see it here because I was going to say if there's anybody on Facebook that's wants to comment. There we go. We finally made it. All right, there's Brandon. Jim Moore Jr. won't ever go back to the big team. Absolutely.
That's why I said, Brandon, you're wanted.
Yep, exactly.
You're wanted.
Finally, we made it. There we go. Looks like we made it. Go ahead, Pensman. Your thoughts, Jim Moore Jr., Colorado State. Go ahead.
I think it's a good hire for Colorado State, but Brandon say he loves to sign for Colorado State, but he hates that he left UConn. But that's a good hire for Colorado State. See what he does over there. See if he can get the Colorado State into a bowl game. So we'll see what happens there.
Yeah, exactly. Well, what I want to see is who UConn's going to hire now because, they've hired some top quality coach. Paul Pasqualoni was not a bad coach at Syracuse. Then he went to the NFL for a little while and came back.
Well, Brian's still available.
Who?
Me?
No, Brian's still available.
Hey, Brian, there you go.
There you go. Yeah, I'm still available.
And Brian Dabell is still available.
Oh, absolutely. All right, college football games today. We're going to go into this segment, and this segment is brought to you in part by, and I'm going to get into this here, Carey Insurance Group. Call Steve Whitley. Steve Whitley today. Carey Insurance Group. Look, I deal with Carey Insurance Group. Steve Whitley's a great guy. Give him a call, and Steve will get you set up with anything you need. I have all kinds of insurance with Carey Insurance for my house, my car, anything you need. Renter's insurance. Look, if you live in an apartment, I want to tell you this, and don't trust your landlord. Don't ever trust your landlord. Get yourself protected. Get renter's insurance, because if anything happens to anything that you have, you're not covered, and then you're going to have to deal with the Red Cross. Not that the Red Cross is a bad organization or anything like that, but I don't want to see you get burned.
It's a slow process.
It's a slow process, exactly, Pensman. Exactly. Thank you for that. But it is a slow process, and give Steve a call, 302-542-5201. Steve, call him today in the Delmarva area, Delaware, and the Maryland area there. Carey Insurance Group, Steve Whitley. Give him a call today. All right. Okay, guys, let's get started here with the championship Saturday. All right. What what a weekend we have.
Michigan and Indiana. Who you got?
All right. Well, I'll tell you who we're going to start. Oh, no, I'm taking Indiana in this game. I think Indiana's going to upset Ohio State. I really do. I think Kurt Cignetti's offense is going to blow over on Matt Patricia, and they're going to have egg on their face.
You're not going for Michigan?
No, it's not even in it. Come on, man.
Hey, by the way, Ralph, I'm going to
I
be with
know.
you on this one. I'm actually going to go Indiana on this one too.
I'm going for Indiana over Ohio.
And I'm taking Indiana. All right, good then. Guess what? We don't have to review that one because all three of us just agreed that we're going to take Indiana.
Yeah. I just want to see what everybody said about me saying Michigan and Ohio State or Michigan and Indiana.
I forgot. I forgot before we get started here. LSU just has hired Lane Kiffin. What's everyone's thoughts on Lane Kiffin? Go ahead, Brian. Start with you first, then we'll go into.
I think about 3 years he'll honestly,
he'll move on.
I think he'll move on in 3 years. 4 years he'll move on.
Yeah, he has a habit of doing that, man. Money talks.
Somebody he'll get discouraged and something will happen and he's not going somewhere.
He's another Steve Spurrier.
Yeah.
Steve Spurrier did that.
Already
Urban Meyer. Urban Meyer did that. He does that all the time. Already coaching, but then after game one, you're sick or something, or you want.
They're already talking from down here in Clemson. It's going to be Dabo Swinney versus Lane Kiffin on the first weekend of college football. So that's the new talk. Yeah. So
Ralph, you just made fun of somebody that had brain problems.
Sorry, go ahead, Pensman.
You just made fun of somebody that had brain problems.
No, I'm not. I didn't say anything about that.
No, Urban Meyer kept getting sick because he had brain problem.
Oh yeah. Exactly. All right, I get it now. All right, I get it now. Well, I got to be careful what I say because people, I got accused of calling somebody names on another show or something, or making fun of somebody, and I was part of the panel, but I didn't say anything about this. I didn't joke. I didn't say anything about it.
You can't make fun of somebody, and you're a traitor, supposedly.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a traitor too. That's right. Yeah. Yeah. See, people who talk about me being a traitor doesn't understand the media business, and they don't understand the Pittsburgh media business. I have been left out to dry as a redheaded stepchild. And why can't anyone see this? That's what I don't get. See, you don't understand the media business. Those of you out there who are calling me a traitor. I'm not a traitor. I'm smart. Okay? And what I mean by smart is the fact that no Pittsburgh radio station would give me a weekday slot to put my Ralph Williams show on. And now I had to go to Philadelphia. And Philly opened their doors to me. Philly is nice to me. Philly takes care of me. All right. The city of brotherly love has welcomed me to their city.
So if you ever go to the Xfinity Center, look for that man there.
I lived in Pittsburgh for 50 years. I was born and raised there. Okay. I'm Pittsburgh's forgotten son. I've been there for years. I've lived in that town. And then you go bring in these 24-year-old clowns that have no idea how to talk sports in Pittsburgh and have no idea what they're doing or saying. Okay, I listened to a guy last night on the major sports channel in Pittsburgh last night. He had no idea what he was talking about. 24 years old, had no idea what he was talking about. None. So, go ahead and keep hiring guys like that. Go ahead and do that. That's up to you. You do whatever you want. But when you leave me out in the cold and out to dry, you know what? Pittsburgh didn't think I was going to stick back, but I did. And I stuck back. I went to Philadelphia instead. Wednesdays, 3 to 4 p.m., the Ralph Williams Show. Philadelphia Fever, WWDB Radio. Here we go. I'm going to show you the video right now. Here it is. Here's the video right here. Here it goes. There you go. You know what you can do with that Pittsburgh media? You could eat it. The only station I don't want to eat it is 1250 The Answer because they've taken care of me on weekends. Okay? So there you go. All right. The rest of the Pittsburgh media, you can all eat it. If you don't like it, too bad. All right? All right, let's get rolling here. I hate to act like this on here, but you know what? Since it was brought up about me being a traitor, I'm going to say something. So
Keep
there
going.
you go.
Keep going.
You
Keep
know?
going. Express
No,
yourself.
we're here to talk about college football, not about my media problems.
Oh, okay. All right.
So there we go. All right, Pensman, your thoughts, LSU and Lane Kiffin. What do you think?
I like the UCLA or that one.
Yeah, there you go. All right, it says Tiger Stripes Media.
I wasn't totally sure. I was like,
UConn to hire Toledo's Jason Candle. You know, Jason Candle last year had Toledo in a bowl game against Pitt, and they beat Pitt in 6 overtimes last year in the bowl game. So there you are with Toledo. So one time we made remember the song Lido Shuffle from Boss Gags?
Yes.
One time we used to get, when I drove a cab, we used to get these vouchers from Useless Air whenever they couldn't get their planes off the ground. And we used to take people to Toledo from Pittsburgh International Airport. And one time somebody came up with the parody of that, Toledo. Oh, so there you go. All right. I don't want to sing
Brian,
here.
who you got
What?
in that game?
Which one?
The Indiana game.
Oh, I got Indiana.
Yeah, he took Indiana, Pensman.
I took the Indiana because it was.
Yeah, we all three agreed Indiana's going to upset Ohio State. All right. Troy versus James Madison. I like James Madison. They've been pretty good lately. I believe they're going into this game with an interim coach. I think their coach moved on to somewhere else. Your thoughts, we'll start with you, Pensman, first. James Madison, Troy, who you take?
James Madison.
Yeah, I'm going with them as well. Go ahead, Brian.
Well, I did do something bad about it, but I didn't look into it. But I did take Troy over that one, James Madison. But I think that they won last night. I don't know. I think they played.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, that game was last night. Yeah, I apologize for that. 14, James Madison. I did take James Madison.
I wish I could have gone James Madison, but I went Troy, and I didn't look at it. But
and Tulane North Texas too. Yeah. Both of them teams lost their coaches, I think, to other teams or something. I think North Texas and Tulane both have new coaches.
Yeah, so I kind of missed that one. I didn't realize that James Madison was that good.
Yeah.
I didn't realize their record.
Oh, yeah. They've been good for a while. Kurt Signetti coached there, and they were good then. And so
they're 12-1 right now. They're 12-1. So they're
absolutely.
They should be 13-0. They should be 13-0.
Oh, they should be is correct. They also Tulane beat North Texas 34-21. It looks like that wasn't a bad game.
Kennesaw State beat Jacksonville State 19-15.
Yeah.
And then
I didn't see that one here, but
then Boise State 38 over UNLV 21. So
wow, I'm surprised Dan Mullins lost that game for UNLV.
Yeah. That's
I'm really surprised. But you know what? Boise State's offensive coordinator is Dirk Cutter, former Tampa Bay coach. That's their offensive coordinator. So Boise State always has a very good explosive offense. They do. They play on that blue turf. Right.
Oh man, I was thinking about Boise State, but oh well.
All right. Let's get into today's games. Noontime start. BYU versus Texas Tech, Big 12 championship game. Who we got here? I'm taking Texas Tech in this game.
I'm taking Texas Tech.
Yeah, I like BYU. Let me give you a trivia question. There's a former Pittsburgh Steeler whose son plays on BYU, and I'll give you a hint. He was a defensive lineman, and he was in the Super Bowl, the first one Mike Tomlin won, or the only one that Mike Tomlin won.
Hey, Ralph, I got a good stat for you.
Go ahead, Brian.
Leader of the pack right now for Texas Tech. This is crazy. Team high, 104 total tackles this year. 10.5 tackles for losses. FBS, best 7 forced fumbles second most in the program history. 2025 Big 12 Defensive Player of the Year. I mean, some of those, they got a defensive player. His name is Abdul Rodriguez or something like that. I don't know. But
Bless you.
just some of that is those different stats. That's incredible for, I think Texas Tech should run away from BYU today. I think they'll get a lead and they'll run away.
Hey, Ralph,
Yes.
is that James Harrison?
No.
It's not
No.
James Harrison.
No, it's not James Harrison. He played linebacker and he went
No.
to Kent State.
Yeah, I can't. I'm thinking of the trivia question. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will give you another hint. He's a co-host on a post-game show in Pittsburgh with Paul Pompiani. And he has a bald head.
I don't know. The only
Chris
Yeah.
Hope. Chris Hope.
okay. Is that it?
Yeah, his son goes to BYU because that's
Right.
where he went. So
Oh snap! Okay, I didn't know that
Yeah.
he was playing for them.
his son did visit Pitt. He was supposed to go to Pitt. I think his other son's going to Pitt, but the one son plays at BYU. Chris Hope. Remember him?
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
now I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
That's
crazy.
the trivia question for today.
Yeah. Hey,
All right.
Ralph, can we agree on this one too?
No.
Yeah.
Watching Tech, I haven't watched much of Texas this year. Do you think Texas Tech has a hole in their offense or defense anywhere in there? Could they make a good run at the championship and actually do this? Do you think they have any run?
Tell him, Ralph. Tell him.
Yeah, I believe Texas Tech could probably do
Oh.
pretty well. But I
Oh.
will tell you this much though: it's a crowded area. It's a crowded thing, and right now with it being crowded, who knows what Texas Tech that they could possibly do? You got Ohio State, you got Georgia, you got all these teams running all over the place.
Yeah.
So,
Tell Ralph. Tell everybody that the three questions you asked me. Well, the question you asked me with 3 teams.
Oh yeah, give me your top 3 teams that would make it into the playoffs. What would your big 3 teams? Because I asked Pinsman yesterday. Give me your 3 best teams that you think can make it. Not looking at the what do you think? Give me your 3 teams that you can see winning the college football championship game.
well, either Indiana or Ohio State.
Okay.
A being Indiana, B being Ohio State, because I think Indiana's going to go somewhere.
Yeah.
Georgia, I believe, possibly Alabama as well, and then you have, you got those would be my number 2. And probably Texas Tech here would be my number 3.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You went the
Yeah.
same way.
I
Brian
wanted
went.
Texas A&M, but they laid an egg last week, I believe. Yeah, they lost.
See,
And,
I have
I like
Texas
Mike
Tech.
Elko down there.
See, I have Texas Tech, Indiana, or I say Ohio State. But my two favorites that I'm actually going to try to push, Texas Tech and Indiana will be in the final 2. I think they'll be playing in the championship. That's just my picks. Indiana and Texas Tech will be my 2 teams that will play for the national championship this year.
And I picked
Yeah.
And I picked Ohio State, Georgia, and Miami, just in case Carson Beck goes on a run. But I don't know. We'll see.
Well, see, here's Georgia has won games this year. You know what Georgia's like? Georgia's like the Kansas City Chiefs in the NFL. They're winning games, but they're winning them by dogfights. Okay.
Yeah.
And that could bite them in the butt. That could do that. And that's why I didn't take Georgia in this thing, because I think winning them close games like that, I know they're a scrappy football team, but there has to be a time when you really have to dominate. And Georgia didn't really dominate much this year. They dominated to an extent, but there were a lot of dogfight games they had this year where they were in close games.
And I think this game is going to be another dogfight against Alabama today too.
Absolutely, yes. Caleb DeBoer's got that team, rolling after a couple bad losses, or whatever. But he's got that team rolling down. All right, here's a game I didn't expect. Okay,
here we go.
Duke versus Virginia, the ACC. I did not expect this championship game to happen. Miami blew it. Too many Cristobal specials this year. They blew it. I thought it was going to be Miami in there. I knew Virginia was going to get in there, and I predicted this from the beginning with Tony Elliott. I knew he was going to bring his team around, and he has. Duke, I didn't expect Manny Diaz to get them in there this quickly. I think this is his second year with Duke.
Yeah.
So failed at Miami, was a defensive coordinator up at Penn State. And, so Manny Diaz did a really good job at Duke, despite the fact Duke don't draw no fans because they're a basketball school. But, he managed to get their football program into the championship game. I'm taking Virginia here. Duke has a good defense, but Virginia has a better offense under Tony Elliott. Brian can tell us a little bit about that in a few. But first, we'll get started with you, Pensman. Go ahead. Duke, Virginia.
I wish this was his basketball so bad, but I have to go Virginia. I have to go Virginia in football, but it just kills me going for Virginia. I hate Virginia, but I wish this was basketball. You know why I'd be picking right away, but I don't trust the football team. But Virginia football is better than the Duke football.
Yeah, they haven't. Virginia hasn't been good since Bronco Mendenhall, and then when he stepped down, they hired Tony Elliott. Tony Elliott's had some issues, but you know what? Got him going this year. Brian, go ahead. You can tell us a little bit about Tony Elliott. Go ahead.
Yeah, Tony Elliott will make his second appearance since the 2019. Again, I mean, he was the offensive coordinator at Clemson, so he's got some history here. But I'm going Virginia. I like Virginia. I like Coach Elliott. He's a great person. So I mean, most people agree that. I mean, he's going to try to win. I don't like Diaz as much, but I hope when Virginia wins big. I mean, they got a great. I mean, look at their schedule. I mean, they only lost to Wake Forest, which is not that bad, but NC State. So, I mean, they've beat some good teams, and handily.
Oh yeah,
they're scoring over 30. Most of their scores have been over 34 points this year.
Oh yeah,
yeah, 34-32.
Yeah, I know. That's Smoking Jim Frazier, my co-host. That's his favorite score. I'm going to tell you what I did, guys. You know how we have our picks inside the Sports Nuts?
Yep.
Guess what I did with all my scores for the championship game? 34-32.
We know. We know. Somebody
34,
told. Hey, by the way, somebody told me that though. Somebody told us all of that.
34-32. I did that because that's what Smoking Jim does. I did that in his honor. So that's my main friend there. All right, Georgia, Alabama. We already talked about this pretty much a little bit, but do we all agree Georgia or Alabama? Who's going with what? Brian,
I'm going Georgia.
All right, what do you think, Pensman?
But I think it'll be closer than what people think they're going to be.
I think Bama's. I think Bama's going to win.
Yeah, that could happen. This game to me. I'm going to call it a toss-up because it's two good teams that.
And I'm going to tell you why I'm going for Bama, because it's getting end of the year and scouts are coming out, so they're going to look at Ty Simpson and see what he can do.
Yeah, they want to look good for the NFL teams. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's why.
All right. This next segment here is brought to you in part by. Let me see who can sponsor this one. All right, let's go with North American Millwright. Call North American Millwright today at 410-388-9870. North American Millwright does construction and contracting. They did work on my house. All right, so they do very good professional work. They have professionals there. And let me tell you what, they are putting in a Generac generator in my house, and I urge you, please, to go out and get the Generac generator for your house. Do not be without power. I got to tell you, it's terrible. Brian lives in the Carolinas. I live along the coast here in Maryland. I got to tell you what, we get these storms, and your power goes out, and you don't have any power. Generac generator guarantees to have power. Payment plans are available. North American Millwright. Call them today, 410-388-9870. They service Virginia, Maryland, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, and West Virginia. So don't forget to call them today. That number again, 410-388-9870. North American Millwright, construction and contracting. So there you are. All right, let's get started with bowl games already announced before the bowl selection.
Tomorrow.
pay homage to our friend Brandon Keeler, who played for Hawaii, went to that school. California versus Hawaii. Cal just fired their coach before the end of the season. They're going in with an interim coach, Hawaii versus Hawaii. I'm taking Hawaii in this bowl game. It's called the Hawaii Bowl. It's in Hawaii. So I'm taking Hawaii, and I'm also taking it in honor and send it out to Brandon Keeler. Go ahead, Pensman. You start off. Hawaii versus California. I know where you're going.
Hawaii.
How about
Hawaii.
you, Brian? Hawaii too?
Hawaii, California. I mean,
for
Hawaii.
our friend,
And by the
our
way,
friend
just let
Brandon Keeler.
I don't know if you heard this or not, Ralph, but Micah got the Rookie of the Year, the freshman thing.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Oh,
So Mikey got it.
congratulations to him. There you go.
Yeah, I didn't know if you knew that or not.
Congratulations to him. All right. We'll send this out to Penn State. Yeah, there you are. All right. Let's get started here. Or let's get back to this here. Some bowls, like I said, have already been announced. We got the Hawaii Bowl. Montana State versus Arkansas State. And this is Thursday, December 18th, 9 p.m. The California Hawaii Bowl is on Christmas Eve. And then on December 17th, the first bowl game of the year, Old Dominion versus South Florida without Alex Golish. Golish took the job at Auburn. They're going in with an interim coach. I have said this many times, guys, and I want after we're done with these bowl games, real quick before we wrap it up. Do you think the NCAA should instigate a rule that states that you cannot move coaches until after the bowl season? Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Just like the transfer portal, NIL, that kind of thing. Well, NIL's a mess, but the transfer portal, at least they've done some tinkering with that to stop some of this nonsense. Right after spring practice, they're transferring. Before bowl games, they're transferring all this other crap. All right. That doesn't need to really go on. All right.
I got to comment on that one.
Well, we'll wait till we're done with the Bulls, Brian. Let's get done with
Okay, yeah.
All right, Montana State versus Arkansas State. Both teams are very good football teams. Montana State's always in a bowl game. They always put out some good NFL athletes. Steelers have Mason McCormick, who come from one of them teams, up there in that Dakota and Montana area there. Start with you, Brian. Go ahead. Who are you taking in this game?
Montana. I'm gonna go Montana.
All right. They're this bowl. I don't even know what the name of this bowl is. It just says bowl. Bowl.
They haven't probably figured that out yet.
Yeah, they haven't probably figured
Oh
it out.
no! Wait a minute. Hold on. It's
They
going
don't
to be the RW Media Productions Bowl. There you go.
There we go.
Yeah,
There we go.
Or the Sports Nuts Bowl. There we go. We can
It
do
could be
that.
we can do that
toilet bowl, the
Yeah,
Xbox
the toilet
bowl.
You know what they should do, guys? I got a good one for you. They should take the two worst teams in NCAA and have them play in the toilet bowl and have it sponsored by Tidy Bowl or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's what they should do.
So,
Oh my, that's what they should do. Who am I? I'm just somebody that's on that does media. That's all. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to take Montana too. All right,
Montana.
All right. Well, all three of us agree on Montana. Next, Old Dominion versus South Florida.
I'm going South Florida on this. Go Bulls.
Yeah. Oh, but Old Dominion, Brian, has had a good football team over the years. They've even upset a couple people over the last couple of years.
Well, what I've heard this week also is South Florida's trying to make it. They got a big purchase. I don't know where it came from, but they got some money somehow, and they're trying to get into the big schools now. So
yeah,
that
and
I
we're
heard
also getting ready to build a new football stadium.
Yeah,
that's going to
so
be ready
that's
by 2027.
That's going to be probably interesting on that. So
yes,
things are going to turn around for those too.
Absolutely. All right, guys. Here we are, our closing topic for today, which is brought to you in part by Highway Radio Hits. Now, Highway Radio Hits is a internet radio station. Tune in. We got Susie Mack. We got DJ Skip. We got a DJ Oddball. Myself on there as DJ Fun.
Leave Brian alone.
1 to 3 p.m. All right. Highway Radio Hits. Great radio station to listen to online. Highway Radio Hits. Tune in today. Don't forget Thursday, 1 to 3 p.m. Me, Ralph Williams, DJ Fun. I made my debut this past Thursday here of this week. After 1 month of, I was in the hospital, then we had tech problems. Then there was I had a family issue I had to take care of. It was just a big mess. But finally, everything's starting to calm down a little bit down here with my house and some other things. So I was able to get on Highway Radio Hits. And if you're interested in being a DJ on there, check out Highway Radio Hits' website and scroll down to where it says, want to be a DJ. So there you are. All right.
Finally, Ralph Williams, RW Media, made it to Highway Radio.
Hits and Philadelphia Freedom, man. There we go. Philadelphia Freedom.
I had to, Ralph. You said finally, so I had to.
Dan Davis is watching on Facebook. Thank you, Dan Davis. All right. Okay, guys, here we go. Final segment here. Topic here. Do you think the NCAA, and I think they should institute this rule, no coaching moves, no nothing, no NIL moves, no transfer portal moves until the team's bowl game has been satisfied. Now, I'm not saying let Hawaii, after they do their bowl game and they decide they want to make a decision to do NIL or they want to have a transfer portal, when their bowl game is satisfied, then they can make moves or do whatever they need to do, fire a coach or whatever. Can't do it until after the bowl season's over. All right. Go. Start with you, Pensman. Go.
Now let Brian make his comment.
Go ahead, Brian.
Yeah, Brian.
My thing is, I wish that, we know that's not going to happen because they don't have an NCAA, whoever the NCAA committee is.
Yeah, they're weak.
I wish they could do it like the NFL. You know how the NFL can't talk to coaches until after the season?
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. But I think after the season, I wouldn't say after the bowl games, I would say after the season, because you're going to get into, let's say next week when they play Army against Navy. I say after that game, then you can do it. And then you set the portal up after you could set the teams, let everybody have their coach, and then you start the portal right after the championship game. That way, it's a free game. You can have your coaches in place, then you have your portal, let it open for 2 weeks, and then close it, and then you open it back in spring. That's how I see it, though.
Yeah, I believe
so that way every team will have a chance to have from whatever the championship game till the last game on the championship, there all the way into the portal. That way that people can actually say, but they can't move until after the championship game. That way you'll have people, you're going to have a lot more people opting out. Then you'll know, hey, they're getting in the portal. Let's try to get them after the championship. So, that's how I see it.
Right. Well, I mean, if Ohio State's in the championship game, Ohio State can't do anything until they're done with that game. All right. And that's and again, I'll use Hawaii as an example. Once they're done with their bowl game and their bowl game has been satisfied, all right, then you can do whatever you feel like doing until spring camp comes up. Once spring camp comes up, all halt to everything, whether it's firing a coach, whether it's moving players around, NIL, that kind of thing. NCAA also needs to sit down and come up with a salary cap for NIL. This is getting out of control here. And we all know that the salary cap does work. It works in hockey, it works in the NBA, and it works in the NFL. Okay? For now, right. And we're waiting to see what baseball's going to do. Sooner or later, baseball's going to have a salary cap.
I mean, Ralph, it's like this, and I know that we're going to get to this anyway. Let's say that, we have 3 teams. Let's say we're all 3 connected here with different teams. Ralph, football, Brian's football, Pensman, football.
Right.
Well, if you decide to, donor gives $1 million to your team, $3 million to Pensman, and then I can go, well, these 3 people, I'm going to go $5 million just so I can get the best coaches or the best players. So Ralph, you're going to be the low ball. Pensman, you're going to be the second, and I'm going to have the highest because I dealt the biggest. It keeps going
Yeah.
up and up and up, and then next year you're going to go, well, I got to top Brian because now I'm going to go 6 million into the
Right. Well,
athletic department, and then all that.
right. Well, it's been out of control since this got started, and now they've done a little bit of something with the transfer portal, but now the NIL's gotten out of control. These coaches moving all over the place. You saw that this year. Big carousel, excuse me,
Yeah.
of coaches that have been moving around. Can't do anything until after the bull's been satisfied.
Yep.
And or if your regular season ends and you don't go to a bowl, you can do whatever you feel like. You know what I mean? But they need to have some kind of structure. And I've been saying this for years now. And there's no structure there. Pensman, go ahead.
Week 15 is when they should open it up. That week 15 is when everything is concluded, everything's done and over with. If you're in a bowl, they should just have the thing be closed for bowl teams. If you're not in the bowl, look around. If you get into a bowl team, then talk to the team after they've done the bowl or playoff team.
Right, exactly.
That's what I think they should do.
Absolutely. They got to have some kind of structure, and if you don't, you're going to have a lot more coaches leaving for the NFL. Jeff Hafley left from Boston College because he said he got tired of the NIL. Nick Saban resigned because he got tired of the NIL. And, just a lot of guys that are good coaches are getting out because they don't like the way that this is. It's not a structured thing. The NCAA needs to structure it. And if they don't, there's going to be major problems. This is going to get it so far out of control. It's going to bankrupt universities, and it's going to, look at and I always use this as an example. Look at Deion Sanders' one kid. He's bankrupt.
Yeah.
All right. And, they have to have programs, teach these kids how to save money and things like that. I mean, there's a lot of things that the NCAA needs to do to fix this. And if they don't do it soon, it's going to go way out of control to where you can't even get it back to where it needs to be. And that's my thoughts on that. All right, guys, tell everybody about yourselves. We'll close up. Final comments. Tell everybody about what you're up to and what you're doing. Start with you, Brian. Go ahead.
I'm going to watch a lot of football today, so I'm going to watch this game. I want to see how everything plays out because we're about to see tomorrow. It's going to be crazy. Let's just say this, and I do hope Georgia wins, but if Georgia does win, I would love to see BYU or Miami getting in, despite on what happens if some of these teams that you see from 7 on down could be in the lead because you had BYU, right there at 11 and 12. So it's going to be a crazy weekend, crazy tomorrow, like you said, Ralph, and everything. But I'm just going to watch a lot of football today and enjoy it. We got a lot of football here. Championship weekend starts, last night. So it's going to be fun.
It's going to be a fun weekend. Not a lot of football. I mean, but it's championship games, and that's always fun, So we'll see what goes on with this. And I think you're right. It's going to be a really interesting weekend. And, we got tomorrow a programming note here for RW Media Productions. There will be no post-game show tomorrow with Steelers-Ravens.
Oh.
Well, you want to do one then?
No. I'm being the audience. Oh, man.
If Brian wants to get involved, the three of us can all do it.
No,
tomorrow.
Tell them why there's no post-game show.
Well, there's no post-game show tomorrow because from noon to 3 tomorrow, we're going to do a live stream of the bowl selection show. And we're going to tell you each bowl, who's in it, our opinions on the teams that are in it. So that's exactly what we're doing tomorrow and our dedication this year to college football. And then don't forget, too, once some of these bowls are satisfied, at the end of the season, we are going to do a 2-hour special and go over all the bowls that in January, one of the shows I'm going to pick that we're going to do a 2-hour special in regards to all the bowl games. We'll review the games, how they were played, the teams that were involved in them. And then we're going to go back to the Saturday sports show. And we're going to focus on hockey, Baseball training camps will be starting up in February. Pitchers and catchers report, and then also the UFL is coming up, so we're going to be involved in that as well. All right. I just wish the Pittsburgh Maulers were still involved, but that's another story for another day. And the Philadelphia Stars, I don't even think they're even involved anymore. So but anyway, because now I'm in Philadelphia Freedom, absolutely. This afternoon, 2:00 p.m. Please do not forget, mark us on your calendar, or put it in your phone calendar or whatever calendar you have. The Sports Corner radio show with me, Ralph Williams, Smoking, Jim Frazier, Claudia Rosano, Luther Dupree, every Saturday, 2 to 3 p.m., 12:50 a.m. The Answer 92.5 on the FM dial. Don't forget about that. Also, don't forget tomorrow morning at 10 a.m., the Ralph Williams Show. And here's the video for that. Here we go. All right, I want to thank Jim Allen Bogan, who was on with me this morning on the Ralph Williams Show. We had some great politics to talk about. Don't forget, tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. on The Answer, 1250, 92.5 on the FM. I want to thank them, despite the fact, as I've mentioned many times, and I always thank them for letting me put my show on the air. They've treated me, like I said before, many times, and we continue to do it with some dignity and respect. And they've done a lot for helping me out with my shows and stuff like that. 1250 The Answer, 92.5 on the FM dial. Thank you guys for all you do there as well. All right, guys. Any quick final thoughts before we wrap it up here? Go ahead, Brian. Well, you already told everybody about yourself.
Yeah.
And so did you, Pensman, and I want as well. Anything you want to add before, or anything you want to say before we wrap it up?
Go Steelers, beat the Ravens. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, we'll see.
It's bird week, everybody. It's bird week.
Yeah, we'll see. This is a must-win for the Steelers. I think if the Steelers lose this game tomorrow, it's going to be a big problem. I believe their season's pretty much shot.
Let's get the shotgun. Let's get the shotguns down and clip some birds.
Yeah, let's. Our big money players who've been laying an egg all season need to start getting up and moving. Brian, any final thoughts before we wrap it up? Anything you want to add?
Nope. But if Mike Tomlin going to come out in his press conference tomorrow, if they lose and go, well, we'll have to do this again,
Oh, we got to go back into the laboratory. Oh,
Yep.
The collective. Oh, we got caught with our slip showing. Oh, I take all the guys out to Burger King. So that that.
Don't forget the every sentence that he does.
Up. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Let me ask you guys this question here real quick. If Mike Tomlin was to take the job of New York Giants, and I had this argument Wednesday night with Pensman was on the show with me on Steel City Sports World.
Yeah.
I think the New York media would eat him alive. And all the guys on that panel disagreed with me. That they're saying he would eat him alive. No, the New York media compared to the Pittsburgh media is a whole different ball game. It's a whole different animal. The New York media would eat him alive.
Yeah, Ralph. Ralph got trashed on Tuesday or Wednesday.
Yeah, or Wednesday on the.
Ralph, you don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, ooh.
Yeah. Well, that's like when I said that Mike Tomlin's assistants are all yes men, and I got criticized for that too. Yep. But they're all yes men. Okay, Mike Tomlin doesn't want anybody smarter than him being on the football on that team. Because why do you think Mike Munchak no longer coaches there? And everybody that has coached under Mike Tomlin have all gone on, got better jobs somewhere else, or they left somewhere else because of it. Bruce Arians, there's another example. He had
Flores. Haley. They had a whole stack of them.
Yeah, Dick LeBeau. As soon as Dick LeBeau's contract was up, he couldn't wait to run him out of town. So. And then went with that.
Hey, Dick, thanks for your championships, but hey, sorry.
Yeah, exactly. Because he was smarter than Mike Tomlin. And nobody cares about the fact. And now, I said this many times, and I was right. And again, I don't get enough credit for being right. Okay. I said this, that the Steeler fans need to wake up and stop celebrating this mediocrity that goes on. And it started last Sunday in the Buffalo game. They're starting to yell, fire Tomlin, and they're starting to boo Renegade. Okay. To the point to where
Wow.
Art Rooney, the owner, got up before the game ended and left. He never does that. I mean, he was nowhere to be found. He got up and walked out. Okay. All right. Finally, you fans finally listened to what I said when I said stop supporting mediocrity. All right. And now you're starting to do that. And I guess my message has gotten out to everybody because nobody else in the Pittsburgh media, and I don't get the respect I deserve, has said anything like that. They all kiss the Steelers' butt. They all, kiss Mike Tomlin's butt at press conferences. And don't anybody sit there and tell me that if he took the job with the New York Giants, Mike Tomlin, the New York media would eat him alive. And he'll eat them alive. No, he won't. They'll eat him alive. And if you think Brooke Pryor from ESPN is bad, wait till you see some of these other people in New York. That New York media is brutal up there. Coaches have quit because of the New York media. Okay? They are brutal up there. So anyone that thinks that I'm wrong on that, I'm not. Okay? All right. Thank you for tuning in today to this college football show. We'll be back next week. Talk about these championship games. Bowl selection shows tomorrow. We'll talk about that as well next Saturday. And then get you ready for the bowl season. The holiday season's coming up. Great time to watch bowl games. A lot of fun in college football. And don't forget, starting in January after the bowl season, we'll go back to the Saturday sports show. I'm hopeful that Leo Haggerty will come back and join us because he's been busy with South Florida, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and whatnot. So with Amped Up Sports. So hoping Leo will come back. All right. For Brian Pettit and Pensman Sports, I'm Ralph Williams. Have yourself a great one. And please, by all means, please be safe. Thank you.